Hi, in version 3.1, we're beginning a brand new support. Tribbie is a 5-star quantum harmony unit that looks to buff your team quite a lot while also looking to deal some considerable personal damage as well. This will be a short video explaining everything you need to know about her kit and a quick review on if she will be broken or not. Before we start, I'll be giving away 2 supply passes / welcome moon to my subscribers at 7k subs, so make sure you subscribe. As always, this is the first initial version of Tribbie's kit, so that means that as she gets closer to release, everything about her kit are subject to change, so do keep that in mind. Otherwise, let's start with her kit. Beginning with actually her basic attack. This time, Tribbie will be getting a blast basic attack. While this doesn't mean much in a vacuum, getting more toughness damage and maybe having some hidden synergies with other units in the future could make this mean a lot more. Tribbie's skill is a team-wide buff that increases all-type resist pen. All-type res pen is something that has appeared quite often recently, but the strength of it is not getting any worse. This is a really strong skill, and it also has theoretical permanent uptime like Robin and Ron-Mei. Tribbie's ultimate creates a zone and deals AoE damage. The zone increases damage taken by the enemy while also dealing an additional instance of single target damage to the highest HP enemy and ally hit. Following suit with her skill, this is another really powerful and simple ability. Increasing damage received by enemies is a really strong buff, and the additional damage instance is very similar to Robin's but in a single target this time. But I do want to mention a quick thing, that is that this ultimate has an 180 energy cost. So therefore that means that it is quite hard to achieve a full uptime on her ultimate, so that is quite unfortunate. Tribbie's talent launches a follow-up attack whenever an ally uses their ultimate. This is actually quite interesting as this is the first time we get a FUA on an ultimate instead of any attack. But this time they removed the cooldown, so that means that if units can ult really often, this is really good. But it also means that since this FUA doesn't get launched with any attack, this means that her synergy with other FUA units is a lot less than some would wish for. And Tribbie's technique simply activates her skill, simple and useful. Now for bonus traits abilities. The first one increases her damage dealt after using her talent's follow-up attack, which is what will make up for the not so great scalings on her damages. The second one increases her HP depending on the teammate's HP while her ultimate zone is up. Again, more buffs to her damage, but this also means that she has synergy with higher HP teammates. And the third one regenerates 48 energy on battle start. This helps a lot, at least for the first rotation, since her ultimate is so costly. Now moving on to her add-ons. E1 basically increases the additional instance of damage of her ultimate. E2 again does the same thing, but this time using true damage. E3 and 5 are just trace levels. E4 adds ignore defense to her skill buff, and E6 just makes her FUA a nuke. Anyways, Tribbie overall has a super simple kit. It's been quite a while since we've gotten a unit as simple as this. But as with every simple character, this does not mean that they are bad. In fact, it usually means that they are quite good, as being simple also means that you have less conditions to fully use the kit. And in her case, it stays very true. In terms of if she will be broken or not, the answer is not the most obvious thing ever. But if I have to say, she will be broken. But only when played in teams that fits her niche. Niche is not quite the right word, but let me explain. Tribbie is a unit that really likes 3 things: high HP teammates, multiple teammates that deal damage, and fast attacks and ultimates. Altogether, this means that you want to be running all teammates that scale with HP and multiple DPSs. So that realistically only leaves us with one good team comp: Blade, Mighty, Tribbie, and Fu Xuan. As you can tell, this features Blade, who is on a bit of a fall off, and Fu Xuan, who is still quite good but not as prominent as before. So while Tribbie can single-handedly make this team quite strong, the individual units themselves aren't as good. But if we ignore the high HP teammate requirement and start using more meta characters, this simply makes her a side grade, and maybe even a downgrade to the likes of Ron-Mei / Robin. So while Tribbie's kit definitely has a lot of potential, and releasing alongside My Day gives him a dedicated support, she herself in a vacuum does not seem all that important as of now. emphasis on the word important and the phrase as of now. I do think that in her specialization, she's an extremely strong unit, and if Hoyu decides to go through with more HP scaling units, Tribbie will become a very highly sought after unit in the future.